Hello, I'm Carol Vorderman and welcome to Perfect 10. It's Friday, everyone. We made it. Maybe straight to the bar after this. Only 10 more minutes, guys. Yes, it's Perfect 10. Welcome. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. Now, if you've been playing along with us all week, then you should have a score out of 40 so far. But by the end of this episode, you should have a full score out of 50. And while it might be the weekend, head on over to our Instagram and TikTok pages for even more bonus questions and content, puzzles to keep your mind ticking over until next week. Okay, at the end of yesterday's podcast, I left you with an anagram. I asked which Harry Potter star is an anagram of Team Woman's. Well, it was Hermione herself, the lovely Emma Watson. Right, let's crack on with today's questions, shall we, for the last time this week? Let's play Perfect 10. Question 1 is your starter for a Perfect 10, as hopefully it'll get a point on the board for you straight away. Here we go. What year followed 1 BC? Look, I know that none of us were there then, but if you apply a little bit of logic, then I think you can probably get the right answer. Question 2, as ever, is our hearsay round. So listen up and tell me what phrase is hidden in this clip.
All right, this is a proper bargain, but I don't want your money. I'll tell you what it'll cost you. It'll cost you your radius, your humerus, plus your tibia and fibula. That's a fair price, right?
That sounds like a rather expensive trip to the shops, but what is the phrase hidden in that sound clip? Question 3, time for my Carol lateral thinking question, and this one's a real mind bender. Here it is. The day before, 2 days after, the day before tomorrow is Saturday. What day is today? Remember, there's no time limit and you can pause the podcast whenever you like. Sometimes it helps to go through each word one by one. As always, I'll give you all 10 answers after the final question. Question 4 is about your ability to retain information at speed, and we put it to the test as it's our memory game. And to round off the week, let's head back into the kitchen. Listen up, because after this clip, I'll have a question to see just how much you managed to remember.
There's no need to say no to this fruity roulade, as this recipe is low in fat and high in flavour. For this recipe, you'll need 3 eggs, 85 grams of caster sugar and 85 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 large ripe passion fruits peeled and cut into small chunks, 250 grams of raspberries, and a 200-gram tub of 2% fat Greek yogurt. Once you've got all of that, preheat the oven to 180 degrees and let's start whisking.
Delicious. Right, here's what I want to know. How many grams of raspberries does the recipe need? Well, I hope you remember, because that sounds absolutely delicious. Moving on, and questions 5, 6 and 7 are all in a gang we call the 3 Fs. Frivolous, familiar and fun. 3 questions based on your observational skills of everyday life. So, question 5, and we go to the movies. Which animal mascot can be seen at the start of movies produced by MGM Studios? Question 6 looks to the small screen. 742 Evergreen Terrace is home to which TV family? And if you're struggling with this one, don't have a cow, man. Sorry, I wasn't being rude. That was a clue. Question 7 is all about the good old radio. What does DAB stand for in DAB radio? Now, if you have a puzzle question or riddle you'd like to test the Perfect 10 family with, then please send it our way. And you never know, it could end up on the show testing everybody else. Question 8. Now let's make a different word by changing just one letter in 1 in, 1 out. Here's the question. Which letter can you change in the word brain, BRAIN, to make a word that means physical strength? We move on to question 9, and it's our I know this round. As with a bit of logical thinking, a point should be heading your way. But don't just go with your first answer, as it might be trickier than it first appears. Here it is. What comes next in this sequence of letters? Q, W, E, R, T, Y. Here we are at question 10 with this daily riddle to end the week. And today it's a word riddle. The first 2 letters signify a male. The first 3 letters signify a female. The first 4 letters signify a great man, while the entire word signifies a great woman. What is the word? Well, the answers are coming up now, so if you need to rewind and pause, now is the time. Then when you're ready, come back and I'll let you know how you did. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss next week's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, please send me your own puzzles to @perfect10carol on Instagram and TikTok. And while you're there, have a go at some of our bonus questions we've been posting throughout this week. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. But did you score a perfect 10? Let's find out. Question 1. What year followed 1 BC? Well, the answer is not 2 BC. It's not year 0. It's actually 1 AD. There was no year 0, which makes sense when you think about it. Question 2 was our hearsay round, where you heard this clip.
All right, this is a proper bargain, but I don't want your money. I'll tell you what it'll cost you. It'll cost you your radius.
Which well-known phrase or saying was I looking for? The answer is, it'll cost you an arm and a leg. I can hear you groaning. Question 3. The day before, 2 days after, the day before tomorrow is Saturday. What day is it today? Well, the day today is Friday. Question 4 was all about memory. You heard the recipe for a rather nice-sounding dessert, but did you get the answer to the question? How many grams of raspberries does the recipe need? It was all there in the clip, and the answer was 250 grams of raspberries. Question 5 was the start of the 3 Fs, and I asked you, which animal mascot can be seen at the start of movies produced by MGM Studios? And the answer was a lion! Yes, Leo the lion, or one of his 11 successors, has graced the emblem of the film studio since 1917. But in 2021, a CGI lion was introduced based on the original Leo. Question 6, 742 Evergreen Terrace is home to which TV family? Well, if I told you that Evergreen Terrace was in Springfield, that probably would have helped. And the answer is The Simpsons. There's been much debate about where exactly Springfield is or is meant to be. But according to the creator of the series, Matt Groening, Springfield was inspired by a number of real-life locations, including Springfield, Oregon, and Springfield, Massachusetts. Question 7. What does DAB stand for in DAB radio? And the answer is Digital Audio Broadcasting. Question 8. For 1 in, 1 out, I asked, which letter can you change in the word brain to make a word that means physical strength? And the answer is change the I for a W, and you've got a whole lot of brawn. BRAWN. Question 9 was, I know this. What comes next in this sequence of letters? QWERTY. The answer is U. Not you specifically, the answer is the letter U. It's the next letter on a standard QWERTY UK keyboard going from left to right. And finally, question 10. The first 2 letters signify a male, the first 3 letters signify a female, the first 4 letters signify a great man, while the entire word signifies a great woman. What's the word? And the answer is the word heroine. So we have he, her, hero, and heroine. Did you score a perfect 10 today? If so, let us know. I love to see your scores. Send us pictures of your perfect 10 scorecards on social media and at perfect10.uk, and we'll share our favourites. But please remember to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't done so already, and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our rounds or any of our bonus social-only questions. If you're hungry for more, then why not go back and try out our previous week's episode? They can be played in any order. They only take 10 minutes, as Perfect 10 always does, to go back and try some that you might have missed. I'll be back on Monday with a brand new week of Perfect 10 questions. But for now, I am Carol Vorderman. That was my Perfect 10 Friday, and I hope you have a perfect weekend.